Hey guys, Layles here, and welcome back to my channel where I am playing Stay Tuned for Danger, and I'm actually a bit behind where I was going to be when I quit, or not quit playing, but when I was last playing. There was this whole thing where my computer died and I had to get a new one, and that took a while. And then it's taken a while to get files over to my computer, and it turned out that I had to start from the beginning. So I played, I got to a point where I was ready to do the next episode, and then I got soft locked. So
hi, Nancy. I'm sorry for skipping out on you like that.
Back
I guess I'm not a very good hostess.
where we got kicked out.
This whole thing with Rick really shook me up.
I have figured out how to get past the soft lock, I think. Basically, I got locked out of the prop room, and I needed something from there to even progress in the game. So we will fix that. I just ran into Lillian,
and she
kicked me out
of the studio. Yeah, Lillian's pretty cranky these days.
Hooked up to Dwayne's
Wait a minute.
stuff.
I've got an idea on how you can get back into the studio. You know,
see how that
my
works.
agent could get you a job as an extra so you could get on the set. You don't have to do anything. They just need to have people standing by.
That sounds great, but what should I say if they ask about you and me?
Just tell them you're an aspiring actress who I've taken under my wing. I'll give Dwayne a call first thing tomorrow. Just stop by there in the morning. I'll tell him you're an old family friend who's decided to try out acting as a career.
Would you do that? That'd help me get past Lillian and hopefully to the bottom of these threats against Rick.
Yeah, I should get back to learning my lines for tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay. Good. Now let's go ahead and get
Taxi!
hooked up to
Yeah,
the
what's the address?
318
agency so we
West
can
10th
get
Street,
back.
please.
You got it.
Let's see. And I remember I have to hit this
Go away.
a couple times.
Don't you understand?
Mr. Powers, Maddie Jensen sent me to see you about a job as an extra.
I'm sorry. I'm in Suite 101. Come in.
I hate that noise. Okay. Can we...
Come in. I apologize for my abrupt greeting. You must understand that if I opened my door to every struggling actor in this town, I'd never be able to get my work done.
But then how do you get talent? Not that he has to open for every single person, but I just... These are things that I question. I'm a friend of
Maddie
Maddie's.
Jensen. She told me you might be able to get me a job as an extra on Light of Our Love.
Ah, yes. Maddie just called me. You're Nancy Drew, am I correct? Maddie spoke highly of your abilities, and I am more than happy to give a young actor a chance, if I can. Normally I don't do this, but seeing that you're a friend of Maddie's,
okay.
I could pull some strings for you. You see, Worldwide uses me almost exclusively for hiring their talent. Not only did I provide them with Maddie Jensen, but Rick Arlen as well.
You're Rick Arlen's agent?
This was
Yes,
something
I
that
was.
I think we need to get into.
But I must confess that the man has no talent. Were it not for his good looks and charm, he'd never have gotten to where he is now. You see, Rick foolishly believes acting is a status symbol, not an art form. He's a ladder climber who'll use anyone to crawl his way to the top.
Which I can
A
understand
ladder he's
some
sure
of
to
like
fall
this
from one of these days.
feeling of like
Well, Nancy, you must be anxious to start this assignment.
not
I'll call right
superiority,
now and have a pass
but
waiting for you at the reception
feeling
desk.
like people
now, if you'll
who
please
don't
excuse
really
me, I must get back to
care
work.
get
It was
ahead.
a pleasure meeting you. Please call on me for any other needs
That's
you may
a
have.
pretty common thing, I think, for people, you know, in entertainment, and not even just entertainment, but anything with arts. Okay, I'm gonna go to...
Taxi!
Where can I take you today, miss?
1999 Broadway, please.
Here.
Can I help you?
Hi, I've been hired as an extra by the Powers Agency.
Here you are. You'll need to sign for it. You'll need to come to this desk every time you enter so I can log you in. Thank you, and good luck.
I love how we signed in not that long ago, but you can't even see our signature. Okay, so this is the stuff I needed to do.
It's open!
and do not.
Yes, my dear. I need to get something for Maddie from the prop room.
I see. Well, I don't just let anyone enter my prop room without showing me that they're clever enough to take on the responsibility. Listen to my riddle, and when you know the correct answer, I'll let you in. Soft as a petal that falls from a tree. The more I dry, the wetter I'll be. What am I?
Was a towel.
Very good. Let's see if you can answer one more. I run all day and never walk. I tell you something, but I do not talk. What am I?
Be a clock.
Very good. Let's see if you can answer one more. When you look at my face, it's easy to see. You're looking at you when you're looking at me. What am I?
It is a mirror.
That's it. I have stumped many people with my riddles, but you are quite the sleuth. You may go and enter the prop room now, while I go and unpowder my nose.
Okay, this is what got me soft locked. There's a number of things I'm supposed to find in here, and I only found like one of them. So, we are gonna go make sure we get everything. So I think that really wasn't... Interesting sculpture. There's when gates are locked and paths are blocked, then look for other ways. Some things I can't read. Cage. I think there's also a message here which I figured out what it means. I was on the right track in the episode when I looked at this. I just was, for some reason, really blanking. But it's cage. Bad egg. So there's somebody we have to cage at some point. This is one of the things, and that might be the thing that soft locked me, which means we have to make sure we get everything. But there's some pictures. That was the one we just looked at. There's STFD. There's a clock and a crossword. That I don't think this crossword really has any say. I don't know that there was anything. Okay, there's something in here I think we need. That was a clue. If I do a number the alphabet. T, T, E, N, 15, O, G L U E. So this page says, many pages come before this in the log book with a clue, but nothing comes after this unless it's written on the glue. And I am not 100% sure what that is supposed to mean. I think we need to read on this. So we have paper umbrellas. Perfect. Wedding veils. Mask. White chalk. What's this? Oh. Prop room, missing items. There's a fake beard and mustache that are black. Spirit glue adhesive. I think that's glue. Maracas. 3D glasses. I found glasses. Alarm clock. Hacksaw. Letter opener. Tape recorder. See Pat Ang's email about this. So I think we're gonna look at an email at some point later. Not what I need to do. Interesting.
The typewriter drops its Y.
And that's like some of the letters that we found, I think, in Rick's room, which would seem to indicate that they are at least been typed off of that. Is there anything else? I guess we need the oil, but there's a diary. Salvador. Huh. It might just be a prop. I think there is something else in here somewhere. Close. I know that there's something else we're supposed to get. There's a couple things we're supposed to find that I've not found, so I think I'm gonna open up the guide from Game Boys. Okay, so the chest is near this map. Oh! I'm stupid. Okay, I know these puzzles super well. I think there's other Nancy Drew games that have this particular puzzle in it. Okay, so that was something I missed. Move the rings out. Yeah, that was just the thing. But I've seen said puzzles before. Another thing was... there's wire cutters. And they are apparently under the map. There. There's a reason I did not see that the first time, I'm just saying. There's a log. We did the log. There. We saw the dropped thing. Okay. I think this solves the soft lock at this point, because we have at least the things that we need to proceed. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Lillian. We had a conversation in the previous episode with her that
I see
no
Maddie's
there
friend
now,
is now working as an extra for us. So, are you trying to get discovered, or are you just hard up for a job?
It's so much
I'm
different
just
than
excited to start
theater.
working with an experienced crew.
Very true thing.
You know, it's so much different than community theater.
Ugh, don't knock yourself out, kid. You'll be on standby until we know when and if we'll need you.
Community theater is so much different than, like, paid stuff like a TV show. Not that I've ever been on a TV show, but I've done, like, high school stuff, and that was very different than college. With what I know about what happened with college things, I didn't get to, like, perform in, like, shows like a theater show would be, because I just didn't have time. But I know, like, it's treated much more professionally there. Just, I would never put any type of performance thing and say it's always going to be the same. It's never. Every venue, every situation is going to be different, and, like, the level of professionalism is going to vary too.
I thought you might be interested to know
Yeah,
that I found a light clamp on the set.
About this.
It looked as if it had been sawed off. That was no accident on the set.
We saw
it was
this
a
on the
deliberate attempt
first
on Rick's
episode.
life.
Well, it looks like we've got ourselves a little Miss Sherlock Holmes on the set. Look,
Lillian's
we didn't
not
hire you to
amused.
play junior detective, so don't be sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, okay?
Well, I'll let you get back to your business.
Gee, thanks. Goodbye.
Okay. Hello? I thought I could get that way. Well, it looks like it's done for the night. I wonder if we could still talk to... I think Maddie was still...
It's open. Hi, Nancy. Glad to see Dwayne could get you a job as an extra. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next Serena Livingston.
I just hope that I'll have enough time to investigate.
Dwayne's a great guy. He gave me a chance when no one in this town would even give me the time of day.
Sorry, I've been sick. I'm not meaning to cough. I'm gonna try to edit as much coughs out as I can. I don't think
Dwayne likes Rick very much.
Actually, the feeling's mutual. Dwayne was Rick's agent and helped him get the part of Rory Danner. But later on, Rick ditched him to go with a larger agency. I guess to help him get out of his contract here.
Well, I'll see you later, Maddie.
Bye, Nancy.
Are we getting sent out of the... Yeah. Let's see, can we talk? No. Okay. Well, let's just, go.
Hey, taxi!
Where to, lady?
7226 Lexington Avenue, please.
On my way.
This is essentially where we were going to be, minus a phone call with, George. We got this. Nancy, I hope you're enjoying your trip. Thought you might like this tape. It's of interest. TV interview with Rick Arlen. Take care and be careful. So, we're gonna want to watch that. And here's the note that Bess called. So we could try, shooting Bess.
Hi, you've reached Bess Marvin. I can't come to the phone right now, but please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I think this is where, like, we had to call George first. And I think for now, I just want to try to not do a phone call. Just because I've had so much, like, mess with this game already. So, let's go to day. Did this change? It still says best needs. Is there anything? Nope. Let's go watch this tape really quick.
We're here on the set at Worldwide Broadcasting Studios with soap heartthrob Rick Arlen. The studios are abuzz with talk that you may be heading for a career in films. Will Rory Danner be killed off the show?
Rory is a character who is dear to my heart. I'd never put him in a life-threatening situation. I'll leave that to the writers.
Well, how could anyone in their right mind leave such a gorgeous co-star, Maddie Jensen? Is it true that your on-stage love affair has led to an off-stage romance?
Only my hairdresser knows for sure.
Weren't you seen with that actress Greta Von Kamloops at Cannes earlier this year? Any chance you may be starring in a film with her in the near future?
Oh no, not while I'm with the WWB network.
Our sources say that you've been a victim of a stalker. Is that true?
Well, yes, in a sense. I feel like I'm being watched at every moment, and always at the same time. Weekdays from 2 to 3 on Channel 13.
Oh, Rick.
I don't like him. I really don't like him. There's something about his personality that just rubs me the wrong way, if this really is his personality. I'm calling George because I remember that there's a conversation that gets unlocked by talking to Bess. And I think we have to call George first.
Thane residence.
Hi, George. It's Nancy.
Nancy, how are you? Are you still in Florida? Did you ever solve that case you were working on?
I'm in New York right now on another case. Get this. Rick Arlen from Light of Our Love is getting these scary death threats.
You're kidding. Don't tell Bess that. She'll want to fly out there and save him. She absolutely adores Rick Arlen. So, have you met any of those other daytime superstars?
Well, I have met Maddie Jensen. In fact, I'm staying with her. She's a friend of Aunt Eloise.
Really? I like Maddie Jensen. Is she as nice in real life as she is on screen? I always heard soap stars can be a bit temperamental.
She's nice, but I never get to see her because she's so busy. So, what's new with you these days?
I'm starting to train for the annual River Heights Marathon next month.
Good for you, George.
Tell me more about your new case. What have you found out so far?
Rick was almost killed by a falling Klieg light.
Oh my gosh! Is he all right? Was it an accident?
He's okay, but it barely missed him.
Have you searched the area? Maybe the light was sabotaged to fall.
I mean,
I'm certain that it was. I found a light clamp on stage that looks as if it had been sawed through.
That pretty much narrows your suspects down to someone in the studio. This had to be an inside job.
Which is like everyone.
Talk to you later.
Good luck and be careful.
I'm gonna see if I can call Bess now.
This is Bess.
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Nancy, tell me everything. Did you get Rick's autograph for me? He's so gorgeous. It must be so exciting to be on the set with all those stars. George filled me in on everything that's happened, so tell me who the suspects are. I can't believe someone would do this to Rick.
Let's just go through everybody.
My agent, Dwayne Powers, is pretty cool, but let's just say he's not one of Rick's #1 fans.
Never heard of him. It's so funny to hear you say my agent. So how did you hook up with him?
He's Maddie's agent and her good friend. He pulled some strings so I could work as an extra to continue with my investigation.
Wow, how exciting. So are there any other openings? I'll work for free. So who are the other suspects?
There's the director, Lillian Weiss, who's not a very happy camper.
Oh yeah, Chatter Magazine had a whole spread on their breakup at some elegant restaurant. She dumped a whole pitcher of water on Rick's head.
Lillian and Rick dated?
I think they started dating once he got onto the show. They'd always show up at these Hollywood premieres together. Okay, I'll be off in a minute. Nancy, I gotta go soon. So who else have you met?
You know, it just might be Rick who's behind these threats.
No way, Nancy. Why would he send death threats to himself? Get real.
It could be a publicity stunt.
I know Rick has a reputation for being a practical joker, but I'd think he'd get enough publicity by just being cute. So, who are the other suspects?
Any publicity is good publicity, that's what they say.
Let's see. There's this odd woman who's the prop master.
That must be Millie Strathhorn. Did you know she owns the entire network and it's worth millions? She's a total cat lover. I heard she treats her cats like royalty. So, who are the other suspects?
I like Millie.
Maddie is really nice, but I can't rule her out.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't it be weird if Maddie was behind it all? What if Maddie really had a secret motive to get rid of Rick? Like Marlena on Crimson Cove last year.
I don't think so, Bess. Real life isn't a soap opera, you know.
So, who are the other suspects?
Art imitates life, but art isn't necessarily life. Correlation is not causation. I think applies here. The
producer doesn't exactly like Rick, but I've yet to meet him in person.
We can talk
Who's
to
the producer now? Is it
William?
William Pappas? Worldwide just hired him like 6 months ago to improve their ratings. Crimson Cove is really beating Light of Our Love. Give me a call if you need some help, okay?
Okay. Well, let us go back.
Taxi!
Where can I take you today, miss?
1999 Broadway, please.
It's sad how
Can I help you?
they did accents at this point.
Hello, here's my pass.
Although
Hello,
I
Ms.
wonder
Drew.
how much of it is
Thank
like
you. You may proceed.
Her Interactive is a small company and maybe they don't have like access to resources, but still. Sometimes. Let's talk to
Hello, young lady.
Millie.
It must be wonderful to work with Rick Arlen.
See what she really
Is he
thinks.
really that exciting in real life as he is on stage?
Who? Rick Arlen? I never heard of him. You don't mean Rory Danner, do you, dear? He's a no-good, good-for-nothing, do-nothing, if you ask me. Oh, he's been a troublemaker ever since he's got here. What that man needs is a good swift kick and a you-know-what. Causing poor Serena all that grief with his scampering around.
I should get back to the set. Goodbye.
Have a good day!
Okay. Let's talk to Lillian because we need to get the tea.
It's you again. What do you want?
Can I ask your advice on something?
I think this
Rick's
leads to this.
really been flirty with me. Should I take him seriously?
I think Rick's completely out of your league, but he'll flirt with any skirt.
Well, if you were good enough for him, then why shouldn't I be?
Listen, you don't know a thing about Rick and me. He used me to meet my friends from LA to try and schmooze his way into films. All along, I thought he really loved me. He just walked all over me.
Gee, I'm sorry. I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah, well, that's ancient history. Just like it is between Rick and your friend Maddie.
She's pretty snide about that. Let's
What
answer
do you
what she
mean
means,
between Rick
'cause-
and Maddie?
Oh, come on. Everyone knows how Rick dumped Maddie. Rick gave her some bogus story about needing his space to concentrate on his career. Yeah, he had to concentrate on ditching Maddie to date me. You know, I don't think Maddie ever got over it, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'll let you get back to your
Okay, if you
business.
say so.
Goodbye.
Okay, so now we're kind of getting towards where we were. I hate the pathing in this game. So let's talk to Maddie.
It's open.
See what she has to say.
Have you found anything out yet?
Did Lillian and Rick date after you both broke up?
Yeah, Rick had been after Lillian for a while, pretty much to meet her film friends from out west. I warned her about Rick, but she didn't listen. Now she bears a grudge against me.
Honestly, that is kinda not nice. I'm so torn. I don't think it would be what she thinks. I think we need
Rick's
to
pretty
just
good at loving
call
and
it how we
leaving them.
see it.
What a loser.
Rick's not like that. At least he wasn't with
honey.
me. Everyone has this idea that he dumped me, but it wasn't at all like that. He had a lot of trouble dealing with the pressures of his career and a relationship at the same time. We saw it happening
Even if
and agreed to
that's
split
how
up.
it was,
Rick's a wonderful guy. I have
it
no
just
regrets.
seems like, because you agree with what Lillian said on his relationship with her, and I mean I'm sorry, but there's problems there. We'll see you
I'll
later.
see you later, Maddie.
Bye,
I mean, it
Nancy.
doesn't mean he deserves to, like, get killed over anything. Like, I guess I shouldn't say it like that. I have to, like, believe, because I'm a Christian, that we all deserve death to some point, but we don't have to have death. So, like,
Hello?
I don't know. I think that this is, okay, so to preface, this is where I was soft locked, because you have to get through this scene and you need the wire cutters to do so. When I first played through the prop room in, like, episode 1 or 2, probably 2, I grabbed this doorknob, and I didn't grab anything else besides, like, the screwdriver, which is actually in, if you remember all the way back to episode 1, that's in the production room. So, if you don't have the screwdriver and the wire cutter here, you're screwed. When I was in the prop room the first time, I only grabbed this doorknob, and I think if you grab this doorknob, that is what soft locks you and doesn't let you back into the prop room, because you need the doorknob for what you are able to do after this scene. So, without giving too much of it away, I'm gonna continue, and I'm probably gonna use a guide to get through this, because this is gonna be, if you can't tell by the music, a time intensive. You have Die Rick. Play me. I wonder if we can, like, isolate and figure out the true voice. Okay, so it was very garbled, but essentially it's saying that if we try to just leave the room, there's a trigger that will cause an explosive to go off, and there's already an explosive hidden in this room. And I was able to figure out, just because of, like, going around my mouse, that this is where the explosive is. So now I have to go and take this off. One at a time. And we have 30 seconds to get the right combo. And we need the wire cutters. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. Okay. This is where I'm supposed to be clicking. Okay, so it is yellow. I swear I clicked yellow. Maybe it wasn't good enough.
somewhere in this room is an explosive device that will blow your body smiles.
Yellow, red, orange. Okay. Yellow, red, orange, blue. And
it was pretty scary for a minute there.
And then what happened?
Once I defused the bomb and got out of there, I called the police, and I was stuck at the station for hours. They searched the dressing room and sent the bomb off to the crime lab, but they didn't find anything. Oh, and remind me to thank Chief McGinnis when I get back home. He vouched for me when I asked for a copy of the tape.
It sounds like things have gotten way out of control.
Oh, Ned, I've got another call. It's probably the police. I love you, and I promise I'll be careful. Call you later, okay?
Okay.
Hello, Miss Drew. This is Bill Pappas, the producer for Light
Mr.
of Our Love.
Pappas.
I just wanted to thank you for your quick thinking and valiant efforts today. I understand that you've been detained at the police department.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. They needed a statement from me.
What type of information?
Information about the bomb and what I found in the dressing room. Can I ask who has access to Mr. Arlen's dressing room?
Only Rick and the security personnel. We've already checked into this. Rick is very touchy about his room. I won't even let the janitors clean it unless he's there.
That line needed another read, but I got it.
That's odd. Has he always been this way?
Yes, Rick's very controlling like that. It took us weeks to renegotiate his contract. He had all of these detailed demands, like about lighting, script direction, the placement of his name in the credits. He's unbearable at times. Listen, I need to get back to work. Do you need anything else?
Do you believe someone from outside the studio could have
done this? I mean, it has to be
That's
someone
impossible.
inside.
This set has been closed down tight since that accident. I even hired extra security.
So he agrees.
My own mother couldn't have gotten in here.
Is there video surveillance of the dressing room?
We're currently working with the police on that. But there are no security cameras in the dressing rooms.
What? Maybe it would be the...
Who else has access to the staff offices?
The usual people. Janitors, some assistants, Millie, security. Now, is there anything else you need to ask of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Yeah, I have a lot of things I want to ask about.
Who takes care of the teleprompter?
Well, in theory, it's the lead scriptwriter's job to manage that part of production. But a lot of actors, especially Maddie, like to edit their script to add emphasis or direction.
So then anyone has access to the teleprompter?
We've already looked into that incident with the teleprompter. Anyone from the stagehands to myself could have rigged it. Listen, I need to get back to work. Do you need anything else?
Can you think of anyone on the staff who has skills in explosives or electronics?
We definitely do not use explosives on our set. We use outside pyrotechnicians for location shoots. And of course, all of our technical crew are very knowledgeable about electronics. But I couldn't picture any of them making a bomb.
Is there anyone on the technical staff that would hold a grudge against Rick?
Look, I'm not the studio psychologist. Rick's not the easiest guy to work with, neither am I. But then, I don't have people leaving me threatening letters in my office.
Does the studio have any audio mixing equipment?
I mean, I'm sure the answer is yes.
We have a whole department set up for audio recording. We also have some mixers in the control room.
Are there many people who have access to the mixers?
Just the sound engineers and control room staff would have access to that equipment.
Okay, it sounds like he's kind of like,
Are there many
we're
people who
not
have
gonna get
access to the studio at night?
Only our key talent and some of the floor managers have access. And of course, myself and Lillian. But we've often got projects going on around the clock. Post-production work and set design, to name a few.
Can I have a list of everyone who's been in the studio at night?
That's confidential.
Do you have surveillance video of the hallways, perhaps?
We're looking into that. Listen,
oh my
we run
goodness,
a studio down here, not a prison.
Yeah,
sometimes
but security
videos when they run out.
Granted, this game is from like pre-2000.
Hold on a second. No.
And a lot of security changed, I think, as far as like security measures that most places have.
What else do you need, Nancy?
Like, especially after 9/11, things changed.
Well, thank you for your help in this matter, Mr. Pappas. Goodbye.
Yes, well.
Yes, goodbye.
Thanks again for your brave efforts today. Goodbye.
Nancy, George called. Should we, 2583.
Fane residence.
Hi, George.
Hey, Nancy. What's new on the case?
I don't really want to talk to her about that stuff.
Not much,
okay,
but I'll call you when I find out more.
I didn't
Bye,
need
George.
to call George. It was just a red herring. Oh, I can click on personnel. Ooh, we can get in. Okay. This is not the way to do this, but this is also side door. And what I mean is, like, this isn't the way to do this in real life, but different time, different place. 3689. Maddie, you really needed to keep this. No. Noelle, darling. Is it time? I believe my cat is telling me it's time for this episode to end, which is a little unfortunate since it was kind of, let's figure out how to get back on track since I discovered a soft lock issue. At least, as I said, I'm pretty certain it's soft lock. I was looking on Reddit, and it sounds like the game will soft lock if you don't get this doorknob. So, or soft lock if you grab the doorknob and nothing else. So, I think, like, biggest thing, or biggest takeaway is if you're gonna play Stay Tuned for Danger, look at everything minusculely, because I obviously did not do that, and it messed with this playthrough quite a bit. Another thing is, if someone could tell me how we're supposed to know what wires to cut, that would be marvelous, because the Game Boomer's Guide does not tell you how you're supposed to find out. It's like we're just supposed to know. And I think trial and error there does not make sense. So, like, and especially with previous Nancy Drew games, I think, like, it's always, or not previous, but, like, because this is one of the oldest still existing out there. Or it's the oldest you can still purchase, this particular game. But it's like with other Nancy Drew games, there's always something, at least, I think, that teaches you why you should do that, or there's something that clues you in, and maybe there was something and I just didn't realize it, or maybe it was in another one of those weird clues, like the map that I can't read. But anyways, I will catch you all in the next episode, and I hope you guys are having a good day, or night, whatever time it is. Bye.